All right, friends, it's time again to learn about your favorite card game, Legends of Gadia. And today we're going to learn about universals, which is why I have my friend the Jester here to help me. Universals are the most powerful hand types in Legends of Gadia because basically you can play them on top of anything. And there are two types of universals specifically that you can play. One of them, and you'll understand why I have the Jester here, is this very unusual pair. It's the only pair that doesn't behave like every other pair. It's a pair of Jesters, a pair of threes. Yep, as you can guess. So these guys, they are so chaotic and crazy when they get together. They can do whatever they want, including play on top of anything. So that's why they are one of the two types of universal hands. They have a handy special effect where when you play them, not only do they play on top of anything, they defeat anything, you also immediately get to play whatever you want on top of them. So you can just go ahead and play a child on top of that, and play continues on top of the child. It's like winning a round almost, except you don't have to do the card exchange. You just get to play whatever you want, and we continue playing merrily upon it. So these are super handy, and also because of their low numeric value, you'll rarely lose them in a card exchange. So these guys are just the best. You always want a chaos pair. I guess I do have to say, in addition to the chaos pair, he does have one other little variant that is useful, and that is the chaos trio, which is 3 Jesters. It's the only 3 of a kind in the entire game, and the 3 of them together are sheer chaos, like really chaos. They do exactly what a chaos pair does, except for a little extra chaos. Every player, including you, the person who played this, has to reach into the hand of the person to their left and randomly draw out a card, which you add to your hand. So you end up with the same number of cards in the end. You hope you draw a paladin randomly from your opponent to the left, but usually it's going to be a terrible card that totally wrecks your hand. So I don't know why people like to play this hand, but they do. So that's why it exists. But generally, I would say if you have this in your hand, just play the chaos pair and then do something else with this guy. See, I say that, but now you're going to go ahead and play the chaos trio, aren't you? I know you. Anyway, that's one type of universal hand. The other type of universal hand is the full house. This is the card, the hand that gets rid of 4 cards at once. Super powerful. It's also the only hand in the game that requires you to match the border color. Like every other hand you play, doesn't matter. You can mix and match colors as you like. But when it comes to full house, that is the one hand where you have to match all the 4 of the cards' border colors. So what am I saying here? Which 4 cards? Okay, it's these 4 cards. So as you can see in our handy card grid, there are 3 houses: Innocence, Eminence, and Transcendence. And a full house is exactly what it sounds like. It's all 4 cards in that house. And as I said before, the border color must match. So if they're all dark, they'll all have to be dark. If they're all light, they all have to be light, you know? So once you play a full house, just like the chaos pair, you can play a full house on top of anything. But once someone plays a full house, only a higher full house can defeat it, or our handy dandy chaos pair, because you know, technically you can play on top of anything, right? So yeah, so these are super handy. Once you have them, you know, very few things are going to defeat you. Like in the case of an Eminence house, which is what I've got in my hand here, cards 5 through 8, only a Transcendence house could defeat them. Not another Eminence house, a Transcendence house. And again, it doesn't matter whether you use a light color Transcendence house or a dark color Transcendence house. As long as it's Transcendence, it defeats Eminence or Innocence. So that's what you got there. Here's a little handy grid. So here we have, well, these are all light colored cards. So yeah, these are 3 different full houses basically. So here's Eminence house at the top, cards 1 through 4. Eminence house here, cards 5 through 8. And then Transcendence house, the most powerful one at the bottom, cards 9 through 12. So yeah, those are the universals, full houses, and our friends, the chaos pair, and if you're chaotic, trio. Don't forget to follow Legends of Gadia on Kickstarter. The link is in my bio. Our Kickstarter is starting very soon, and you'll definitely want to be ready to come and grab your copy when that releases. Thank you for watching.